Week 2, the classroom. Let's talk about sentence structure. There are two basic sentence types in Arabic. You're familiar with one of them, the nominal sentence. Nominal means it begins with a noun. What is a noun? A person, place, or thing. A pronoun, like ana or huwa, can substitute for a noun. I've marked the subjects of these sentences in yellow so you can see that there are two parts to each sentence. This is the same as English grammar. The first part is the subject, what the sentence is talking about. The second is the predicate. The predicate has the information about the subject. There are three cases in Arabic. Cases are different roles for nouns in a sentence. In Arabic, these are usually marked with endings. It's important to remember that even though verb conjugations might use the same endings that noun cases do, they don't have the same meaning in verbs. Today you'll learn the second case. The one we have used so far is called nominative or marfu', like a nominative sentence. None of the grammar you've learned before requires a different case. But this week there are two new structures that put a noun in the accusative case, or mansub. You can see in this slide how the endings change. So let's look first at the nominative, which is the default normal case. The masculine plural ending is una. If you remember when you learned the masculine plural, you were told there were two choices, una and ina. These are different case endings, and that's why so far you haven't been asked to use the ina ending. The dual ending, again, is ani or tani, depending on whether it's masculine or feminine. The marking on the end of a noun is a dhamma or tanween dhamma, which is a double dhamma. For the accusative, this is another case which is used after certain words or when something is the object of a verb. A verb has a direct action on it. The masculine plural will be ina, the dual will be aini or taini, and the marking on the end of a noun is a fatha or a tanween fatha. Quick review. Some words are considered definite and others are indefinite. What's the difference? Indefinite means not specific. Kitab is just a book. It could be any book. Once I add more information about which book it is, like my book or the book that I was talking about before, it is now definite. Take a look at these words. Kitab, el-kitab, kitabuha. The highlighted words are definite, but the first word is not. Sayyaratuhu, sayyara, es-sayyara. Again, you can see that once I add a possessive ending or definite article, the noun becomes definite. This does not change if the case changes, but the case ending chosen will change. Baytun, baytuna, el baytu. You see that on the first word, which is indefinite, there's a tanween dhamma, a double dhamma. But on the definite words, there's only a single dhamma. The dhammas here will be replaced by fathas if the nouns are in the accusative case. You've had lots of practice saying what or how things are. Now you'll learn how to say they aren't something. Let's start with number 1. Huwa tawil. The negative version of this is huwa laysa tawil. This negative word is not the same in every sentence. It changes depending on the subject of the sentence. Hiya saghira. Hiya laysat saghira. Also, if the predicate is a noun, it will be in the accusative. Number 3. Ana talibatun. Ana lastu talibatan. It is not necessary to include the pronoun along with the right form of laysa. This is one of the advantages of having different forms. Number 4. نحن مصريون. لسنا مصريين. The chart on page 12 of the book shows you the correct form for each person. لكن means but. The sentence structure is not quite the same as in English. ليس عندي كلب لكن قطة. If you want to use it with a noun or pronoun, it becomes لكن. Pronouns attached to the end of this form. Let's look at the second one. أحب قطتي لكنها لا تحبني كثيرا. Nouns after لكن will take accusative endings. كلب أختي قبيح ولكن قطتها جميلة. On page 8 of your book, the text states that the noun is the subject of لكن, but this is not correct. Subjects are always in the nominative case, and objects take accusative case. Notice also that you can include wa before لكن. This sounds very elegant.